Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to make a cultured cream using a yogurt starter and pure cream in our Pure Plus yogurt maker. Making it at home is not only really easy and cost effective, but you also avoid any of those additives that you might find in a store-bought product. We're just using pure cream and a yogurt starter today, so all of those really good cultures remain intact. So today I'm going to use about 500 mils of pure cream. It's important that it's the pure cream and not the thickened cream, so do read the label carefully. I'm going to work with the Yo Gourmet Dairy Yogurt Starter today, which you can get online at the Luvele store. Now I only need about a quarter of this sachet, and the rest I can just put back into the freezer for your next batch. If you're using a different brand of starter culture, then just check the packet to make sure that you've got the ratios right. As always, before we get started, we need to make sure that anything coming into contact with our cream is sterile. So that means our whisk, our jug, and our yogurt jar in this instance. So we can get started now. This is even easier than making the yogurt because you don't even need to heat it first. I'm just going to pour the cream straight into the yogurt jar and then we can mix through our starter. So now I can pour in our probiotic starter, again just using about a quarter of a sachet, and give it a whisk through. So that's it. All we need to do is put the lid on now and fill up the water bath. Fill it up just to the tall line indicator that you can see at the back. Put the lid back on and now we can just punch in our time and temperature settings. I'm going to set it to 38 degrees Celsius today and for 12 hours. You can push it up to 24 hours, but because I'm making a sweet recipe, I'm going to keep the fermentation time shorter because I don't want it to be overly tangy. Once the incubation time has finished, put the jar into the fridge to cool down for around 6 hours. So this looks really good to me now. It's nice and thick, perfect to use straight away in any savory or sweet dish. I'm going to whip mine a little bit today just to aerate it slightly and then serve it with some scones. So I'm just going to serve up my whipped creme fraiche today with some scones and some homemade strawberry chia jam. You can find the recipe for this in our post on yogurt and chia jam on the Luvele website. So I really like serving scones with creme fraiche because it's a little bit different to normal cream. It has a slight tangy and fermented flavor that you get from the live cultures, and I really like that. Using the creme fraiche also gives me the capacity to whip it and make it a little bit thicker than, say, just using a normal yogurt. Like I said before, because we've made it ourselves at home using pure cream and live cultures, it doesn't have any of those additives like gelatin or other thickeners and gums. So there's a bit of debate over which should come first, the cream or the jam. I've done it the right way here, but just to satisfy those who would disagree, we'll make one the other way too. Let us know in the comments below how you have it. Maybe there's a third way, I don't know. I'm really happy with that. You can see here how it's held up really nicely when I whipped it just very slightly. I sweetened it a little bit with coconut sugar and a bit of vanilla bean, just like a normal chantilly cream. It's a little bit special and a little bit extra. It's definitely not an everyday food, but it's worth having a go at this cultured cream at home in your yogurt maker. So that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video below if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to tell us how you like your scones.